don't forget to like the video. Please don't forget to subscribe and comment down below. I love to see what you think on the topic, and I love to see you guys interacting. So, this is probably my last video for today, but Cardi B recently went off on a TikToker for commenting on her body, saying that, commenting saying her body doesn't look right. And Cardi B responded. Now, usually, people call, when Cardi B is speaking out, people think that she's lashing out and, that she's overreacting or she's having a breakdown. But Cardi B actually became popular on the internet from speaking her mind. And I understand her because I'm from the Bronx, like she's from the Bronx. Actually, we are both Libras also. So just because I'm speaking out on something doesn't mean that I'm very, bothered by the situation. I'm just letting you know how I feel on the topic. So I kind of agree with Cardi B on this because it has happened in so many situations where people speak on other people and they don't know what that person is going through. They don't know the ins and outs of what the actual situation is, but they're speaking on it. So Cardi B basically was talking about the fact that she got, you know, ass shots when she was like 19 years old, or I think it was 20, 19 or 20, very young. And she says that when she, at last year, I think it was January 2024, that she actually removed some of it. She says you're not able to fully, remove everything, but she did remove some of it. She says she did remove some of it. I did not think this water was going to be good, but it's actually good. Because I remember I bought like alkaline water or something, and it gave me a headache actually. This water, it has electrolytes, vapor distilled. It's actually so good. I love it. Vapor distilled. Anyway, so it's like she's basically saying that, she took out some of the ass shots on January 2024. And after that, remember, she carried a baby. She just had the baby, I think the ends of 2024. And now, because I guess she's saying because of her age, different things go on with her body, whether it is that she's bloated, she just had the baby. She's basically explaining that she it's not that she had a baby a year ago. She just had a baby 7 months ago. And so she's still basically subject to those changes. I mean, even as a woman, right? Bloating, menstrual, all these kind of changes. And here this lady is thinking that, Cardi B got another BBL is what she's frustrated about. And I get that because I remember Chad Boseman, before he passed away, he was on set. And surprisingly, I think it was I don't know if it was Viola or somebody else that was thinking, a certain type of way because certain things that he would have or certain ways that he would act, whether it be him isolating himself on set or the attention that he would get on set. And that person, I think it was Viola. I'm not sure. I really love her, so I don't want to put that on her if it wasn't her. But this person later, this actress, I know it was a woman, later came out and said, you know what? I didn't know that he was sick. I didn't know that he was going through all of these things. And here I was in my head creating this idea or this judgment about him because you don't know what somebody is going through, but here you are passing judgment. So I definitely agree with Cardi B on that. And also, she also stated like, hey, a lot of people say that I'm a girl's girl. And I think people put that on her because they wanted to make Nicki Minaj upset, or they wanted to compare her to Nicki Minaj and state, Nicki Minaj is not a girl's girl. It was all in this era or with this intention of digging Nicki Minaj. Even the thing with, Cardi B continuing to make albums, I think that was all because they wanted Cardi B to love. I think Cardi B loved music, but I don't think it was her passion. I think with Nicki Minaj is more so her passion. And I think people wanted that to be something so that it could dig Nicki Minaj, just like the girls thing. What in this video or in this rant that she has, she basically is like, I'm not a girl's girl. And it's because a lot of women are not girls. They're not really, supportive of other women. And I agree with that because I have had many experiences with that where I can get along with guys sometimes more so than I can women. But there are those women, guys who have a lot of female or feminine traits as well. So you can encounter both. But I do see that a lot with females, very catty, very much not wanting to give each other compliments or support each other, even though, there's this supposed to be, I see guys get along more often, this brotherhood, this, getting along more so than females sometimes, always, having shade towards one another or something. And, Cardi B basically talks about that and saying that that's the reason why she's not a girl's girl, because this lady got on TikTok judging her body, saying these things about her body without even knowing what she's going through or if she actually got another BBL. And I think what upset her is that she has been open about her surgeries. And so she would, I guess, have preferred for this person to do their research before they just, came out and said something so negative, which I get that. I do understand that. So I can definitely agree or relate to that. People assuming things they don't know, and just ultimately just placing this judgment on you. And even though they don't know what they're talking about, they don't really know what they're talking about. They just, want to pass judgment for whatever reason because they're hating. Let's put it like that. That person is hated. Cardi B has a lot of money. She's very popular, regardless of whether she puts another album out or not. She's very popular. She still gets sponsorships and things like that. She still is able to do advertisement. She still is able to live a very luxurious life. I feel like she's been in some sort of, has she been in a movie before? I don't know if she's ever gotten to play in a movie. I feel like she has. But I know she's been in other people's videos. She's doing features, things like that. She's still popular. She's still hot. There has been speculation that she's supposed to put out another album. I don't know if she's actually going to do it because, we're already almost halfway through the year and we still haven't heard anything about an album. We are hearing more about her relationship with Stefan Diggs and her drama and things that she's been having with Offset. Nonetheless, I still agree with what she said, that women can be very catty, they can be very mean, and that's the reason why it's hard to be a girl's girl, because girls are not girls. They're very catty, fight a lot, underhanded compliments, and shady stuff. I have so many stories about that too, so I get her on that. But thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to comment and subscribe.